Hello, smart people. By now, you should know that this channel is not solely for veterans, but for smart people who may or may not have served the military. This channel is my way of serving our country in an effort to help make it easier for you to get your foot in the door of the federal government to work with me. No strings attached. Today I'm going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, like many things are. And as I'm dressed here today, kind of like, this is not Molly the Riveter, this is a GI, and I'm a GI, it dawned on my scarf, to talk about those people who support us while we're in the military and thereafter as disabled veterans. Yes, our spouses, and how benefits are available to them to work. So today we're going to specifically talk about a benefit that's available to veterans who are 100% disabled for their spouses, as well as active duty military members and their spouses. Today I'm going to talk about supports that are under the new policy of the Office of Personnel Management that agencies can appoint spouses to temporary, term, or permanent positions with the federal government. Yet another tool that the federal agencies can use to recruit military spouses as well as disabled veteran spouses to come and work for the federal government with Lisa. What this means is there are certain non-competitive appointments that military spouses as well as spouses of 100% disabled veterans as of September of 2021 can, through the Office of Hiring Personnel Management, go into non-competitively. Now, when you're in USAJOBS in your profile, it will ask if you're a veteran, and of course you're not in this case. You're going to identify yourself as a spouse of a veteran, and when you do so, they're going to continue to ask you, is your spouse a 100% disabled veteran or one whom has perished in war or sustained an injury whom thereafter receiving 100% permanent total disability perished. Now that makes you, and it could be he or she, eligible to acquire the same veteran's preference that I have as a 100% disabled veteran to join the federal workforce more expeditiously and easier. Now this is where I have to beat a familiar drum because that's what makes it easy. You need to have ready your documentation so that you can verify that you are the spouse of a disabled 100% veteran through having his DD-214 or certificate from the Veterans Administration. If your spouse, he or she, is on active duty, make sure you have a copy of his or her orders as well as your marriage certificate. Now, as you know, here at Easy Federal Resume, I find it more comfortable to be able to talk about the things that I know or I have experienced. Now, I'm a 100% disabled veteran, and I work for the federal government. But should I choose to resign or retire from the federal government, and my spouse is desirous of working for the federal government, he's able to elect for himself to use my appointment. Now, why this is such a big deal is because, one, you may be the spouse of a disabled veteran and didn't know you had this available to you, or you didn't know that this is yet another reason why you should continue to champion getting that 100% disability rating. Now, you personally may not be able to or desirous of going back into the workforce. I totally get it. Some of the stressors that you may encounter at work may very well exacerbate your condition. That is not at all what I'm encouraging you to do. What I am encouraging you to do, as is what I will always encourage you to do, is strive to acquire your 100% disability rating because you're deserving of it. But so too is your spouse. That same commitment that spouse provided to you while you was active duty in the service fighting for our country is that same commitment your spouse is deserving of now that we have an ability to fight for them. And this is one such opportunity by allowing them to get their foot in the door of the federal government using your disability rating. Smart people, I know that you already know that knowledge is power, and so too is your like. Hitting that like sends off to the algorithm that I'm reaching you. I'd also love it if you let me know down in the comment section who you are. Are you a civilian? Are you a veteran? Are you a disabled veteran? Or are you active duty military? This is a wonderful and diverse country that we have. And I am so excited that I could possibly be the connection to helping you get into working as a civil servant and being a part of the greater community of the whole country that we serve. Ultimately, that is what this channel is all about, supporting one another in this wonderful and diverse country that we live in, so that our government can be as smart as we are. So that's it for today, and bye for now, smart people.